Hey guys, Travis T here, bringing you part two of the live stream we did as we returned from our summer vacation. If you don't remember from the last episode, if it's been a bit since you listened to it, we're talking about the church that Joe works at and what they could do to kind of bring everything together. More or less, we kind of wrapped up talking about the organ, and that's where we're going to pick up here in a little bit. Because we took a break from the summer, but we still want to get you guys as much content as we can this year, especially leading up to this freaky show happening in October. We've done a couple. We did another live stream this past weekend, and we're going to release that as a two-parter as well. But we're going to release that in the span of a week, not over a couple weeks, because we want to get the content out to you guys as much as possible. Because this freaky show is coming back in less than 3 weeks, so. Hope you guys enjoy this. Hopefully, you're still enjoying all the content we bring out to you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right back into this episode and catch up on the organ story.
We're back again. Now, we're back again. Oh, now, we're back again.
So it's a valuable historical artifact, and our use of it aside should be restored because it's good to take care of things that are of good historical value.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to spend about $28,000 this fall fixing that organ, and we're going to have an organ concert. We're going to have like a real. Our current guy can play the organ, and he's good. He is not an organ professional, so he's going to find a professional organist to come play for us and put on a concert, and it's going to be incredible. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But that still leaves like $12,000. I'm sorry, $22,000.
You know what you should find? You should see if you can contact the person who plays the organ at the Wrigley Field games.
That'd be cool,
right? Because everyone loves baseball,
and
that person rocks that organ.
That's not a bad idea. I
Right?
gotta think about that.
You should.
I like that a lot.
You should make a note of that because I think that'd be awesome. As heard at Wrigleyville, I'm assuming Patty McIntosh.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, so I don't know, and so we have like $22,000 left that we can use for building improvements and should use for building improvements.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the stuff that we've been putting off that we haven't had a windfall for.
Yeah, if I can make a recommendation.
Yeah.
I would cut back some of the shrubbery.
Yeah, it's been cleaned up since whatever picture you're looking at.
Okay, because there's a lot of trees and everything. It's just, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I like trees.
Yeah.
It just kind of just blocks the building. Like, like from these road images, I have no idea what the hell this building is until I come across the big white cross in front.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's what we get a lot too. Is like, oh, that's a church.
Yeah, there's your there's your poster board.
There's your problem. So, but yeah, anyway, it's just so it's good. I'm excited. I've got some big hopes that I hope turn out great.
Yeah.
But I'm also like really nervous because like my very minor suggestions at the very beginning, I was told were impossible, and I was like, that's stupid. Yeah. That's incredibly disheartening, and so I'm torn between my great hopes and really the thrill of the possibilities and the deep devastation of why can't we just fix the easy shit.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about looking into just creating your own church?
I have thought about that a lot.
Right, because there was a church in Peatone for sale.
Yeah. I would love to do that. So, but I got to see this one through, and I don't think I could do both at the same time.
No, definitely not. But that's the thing. I mean, you can make this church yours.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that. So I'm hoping. Well, I've got some friends from college in the area who have always said, like, let me know when you have a church. No, we'll come join it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course they haven't. But I don't blame them. I'm also not going out and recruiting them yet because it's like I can't in good conscience recruit you to a church that's probably going to be closed in 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, I'm until this new contract goes through for real, I am not going to be confident of anything. Because if they can't decide to pay me, I'm not even asking for what I'm worth. You know what I mean? If I can't get them to pay me what I'm asking for, then it's going to be like, well, okay, then good luck finding somebody who can do it for less.
Now, here's a church in Carlinville, Illinois. I have no idea where the hell that's at.
So, and I hate making it about money. I really just,
Yeah, but
I know that you know,
man.
and you know me really well, and are like, you know that I'm not making it about money, but like,
The thing is, when you look at it from your point of view, you went to college for a certain thing. It's not like you went for an associate's or a bachelor's. You have a master's degree in religiotology or whatever the fuck you
right?
want to call
Yeah, I got a master's in divinity.
it. Yeah. So for you to, and nothing against your church, but
Nope,
for you
not
to
at all.
look at your church as a favor to them. They got a
Yeah.
young guy. They got a young guy who got the master's degree, and sat there and said, listen, I'm committed to your church.
Right.
As you walk into maybe a congregation at that time of 40, 50 people, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it was like 30.
Yeah. So, it's, and you could have looked on and found something else.
Could have gone anywhere. I had an offer to a church in Kansas, but I wasn't about to move to Kansas.
Yeah. So, it's time for them to take a chance on you, like you did taking a chance on them.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's all of life.
Well, yeah. And that's the key thing I have to keep reminding myself is I'm not asking for like $100,000 a year into my pocket.
You're not Olstein, bro.
Right. I'm right. I'm not Olstein. That's right. Yeah. I'm not asking for a private jet or a car. I'm not even, I told this to my board chair. I was like, I'm not a benefited employee, and I'm not asking for benefits.
You just want a livable wage.
But to make up for that, I would like to be paid a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. All you want is a livable wage. And that's,
Right.
I think, what everybody wants in this world.
Yeah.
It's like a friend of mine. She works down south at a senior living facility. I don't know what there might be a different term for it, but I'm going to call it a senior living. Old people live there. Senior living facility.
Yeah, sure.
And she works on call 24 hours, not 24 hours, but like she's on call for 24 hours. She worked Sunday night, got home at 1 a.m. to get up to go back to work at 6 a.m. on Monday.
That sucks.
They got 6 people testing positive for COVID, so they're shorthanded, so she has to fill in. And she got a job offer to a different company. She took it because it's less hours, more money. She's not on call and all this other shit.
For sure.
And so she put her 30-day notice in, which I've never heard of anyone giving a 30-day notice. But hey,
that's incredible that you give 30 days.
Yeah. So she gave a 30-day notice, and her job came back, offered her a little bit more money, and said that they'll take her off 24 hours. Now, the biggest problem that, because she's thinking about it, I don't think she's going to take it. I hope she doesn't take it, because the biggest problem that comes out from those kind of things is the realization that if your company's willing to do this now, what prevented
why weren't they willing to do it before?
Yeah. And at the same time, if you sit there and take like, okay, I could get an extra $1.50 an hour or whatever like that, I no longer have to work 24 hours or on call 24 hours. Awesome. The thing is, though, if she turns down that other job that made her the offer, that job's fucking gone.
Right.
Now she's going to be stuck here. And what's stopping that company from putting her back on call 24 hours?
Right.
Because more often than not, they say, she's like, I'm not going to do it anymore. It's like, well, if you can't do it, then you can't fill your obligations, and we can't use you here.
Right.
It's one of the things like where, like, I mean, I'm content where I am right now as long as everything keeps moving forward. But a buddy of mine who's worked at Intertech for 8 years finally left, found a different job. But it was like he was saying, like, it's one of the things that if you were to put in a notice to leave, you need to make sure that this is what you're going to do, because certain companies, I'm not saying Intertech's like it, I'm saying a lot of companies are, that the moment they know you're going to leave and you sit there and say, hey, listen, I found a new job, a different opportunity to make more money, I'm putting my 2 weeks in, they counter offer for more money and you decide to stay, there is nothing stopping that company from hiring somebody else for your position and letting you go. And that's the biggest fear in like doing anything. You
For
know,
sure.
it's like but at the same time, you always got to bet on yourself.
Yep.
I think you have the opportunity now to do something like that, because if for some reason they feel that they just want to keep everything the way it is, they want to like live in a certain era, stay stagnant, and everything.
Yep.
You're young enough and early in your career to where you could find something else.
Yeah. I have a friend who just got a job as a pastor in Southern Indiana. Who it took him a long time to get there, but he has the same education as me. Different path. He's I think 45. Great dude, really good guy. But he finished seminary and couldn't get a job in our denomination because he was a 45-year-old single guy, and that's really unusual in this profession.
Yeah.
And in that denomination, usually they expect you to be married by the time you're in your mid 30s, a couple of kids. They want their ideal to be reflected by their pastorate.
Yeah.
But on top of that, there was the dean of the seminary, or one of the deans in the seminary was like against him, just hated the guy. And so anytime he would put in for a job in the denomination, she'd immediately call that church and be like, "Hey, don't hire him."
Wow.
So he ended up working as a children's pastor at a Baptist church in California, then a children's pastor at a Methodist church in California, then moved to Gainesville, Florida, to be the family and youth director, and then finally found a church in Southern Indiana. He's now a senior pastor.
Wow.
And things are going great for him now. He's probably going to get married sometime next year.
Good for him.
Everything's coming up Millhouse from my friend Jesse, which is great. But all that to say is, even with all of the disadvantages that he faced as a guy who doesn't fit like what people imagine pastors should look like, especially fresh out of seminary, he was still able to get multiple jobs. Granted, he had to move all over the place, and it took him a while, and he couldn't settle anywhere. But yeah, I think young, charismatic guy with an excellent wife who almost acts as a co-pastor, although she shouldn't, and and she's definitely not getting paid for it. It's just I could go just about anywhere. Now I'd have to find some place that fit with my principles, because I just won't go to a place that doesn't fit my principles. But
yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, you can't sit there and I don't know. You need your principles. I guess I can't think of the right word to use right now, but it's you don't want to go. You don't want to preach something you don't believe in.
Right. Exactly.
Because no one's ever going to take you seriously or find you to be an honest person.
Right.
So I get that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Joe. All right. So
Anyway.
October's coming around. This freaky show is coming back.
Yeah. What cemeteries are we going to go view?
Well, that's what we need to figure out, Joe. I just love the fact that knowing that it is August of the following year, and we still get comments and views on our videos. So I think that's really awesome.
Some of them almost have 1,000 views.
Yeah,
it's outstanding.
I honestly, like, I was thinking like maybe a dozen, maybe 50, 60, but the fact that like still getting comments, people not only talking about it, and I feel really bad because we did get a comment from a girl asking for the address of it for that week, and I totally missed it, and I felt bad for it. But I enjoyed the fact that people are still enjoying them, and I know we were talking about doing the same thing but a different concept, like maybe looking at like haunted buildings and places and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
but if we can't do that, churches are the easiest way to go.
Oh, I didn't even think about churches. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, and obviously you got an in for it. It's just, I guess it's going to be one of those things like, hey, can we talk to a pastor? Would they be cool for us to talk about haunted places that they're working in, more ghosts than spirits?
Right.
But if that doesn't work out, I have no problem doing the cemeteries again. We just have to figure out different cemeteries.
Yeah,
because I got to tell you, I mean, that was a fun little road trip that we did.
I had a great time. Great time. So I would love to do, haunted bars or venues or whatever would be badass.
I would love that. And let's see here, haunted. I'm just gonna look up real quick. I don't know if I want to be in Chicago, but the Chicago area, I wouldn't mind.
Right?
The Red Lion Pub in Lincoln Park. We went to Lincoln Park, right? No, Lincoln Park's in Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't know places. I don't know things. So we'll look at some things, see if we figure out. I'll pull up some cemeteries as a fallback plan just in case. I think we got the bigger ones last year, but I mean, I do enjoy it anyways, and I think we had a lot of. I think we got more viewers last year than anything we did.
Right.
So, my fucking mind's just going like 10 different places at the moment. Studios. So we'll look into it. We'll see what we could do as far as why the fuck is. Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought something was uploaded to our Facebook, our YouTube page that I didn't upload. But if you guys haven't had a chance to check out our YouTube page, it is Freakin Studios. I guess I could. Let's see. Is this the channel? I think this is a channel link. Why not? I'll just throw this right here in our little chat here so people can pop in and see it. But make sure you go subscribe and follow us and everything because, like I said, these were a lot of fun. And also, I got a comment not too long ago about our Portillo's ranking, which was also pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
I forgot about that.
Oh, I sure did.
I didn't forget about the ranking. I forgot it was on video, though, and that it was on our channel.
Yes.
Oh,
man. So much fun. But yeah, so we do have a Freaky Show coming back this week, or not this week, this year in October. We got to look at doing the tour again, obviously. I want to see if we could find some guests we could get on. Maybe, oh shit, now I feel bad because I can't remember the dude's name. Who's
You're talking about CJ Standel?
No, not Standel. The dude who did the ghost stories.
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
I know he actually sent me.
I don't remember his name either.
Right, and I know he sent me a message not too long ago about the new book that came out. I think he did it. James Dermond.
Oh yeah.
Doorway to the Unseen, Volume 2. Okay. So maybe we get him back on. We can talk to him. The Freak Joe's gonna come back. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do some stories. Maybe we can even start on. Maybe we can even kind of start moving forward on our Freaky Tales book.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Because that's been in a conversation for like 3 years now. The Freaky Tales has got to happen. I don't know, Joe. What else you want to talk about?
I don't know. How's work going for you? How are things at the? It's not really a new job anymore.
Yeah, it's there. I don't know, man. The schedule is rough. I'm not a big fan of how the work schedule is and everything.
Yeah, that makes me crazy.
Yeah. Obviously, it's taken a toll on the podcasting side of my life.
Oh, I hear that for sure.
Yeah. Well, especially like because I don't think you know about this or not, but I split JFW. I don't know if I ever told you about that.
I very vaguely remember something about that.
So JFW, which is Just Freakin Wrestling, the show that I also host with some other people. It's all pro wrestling. We talked about mainstream wrestling like WWE, AEW, stuff like that, but we also talked about independent wrestling in the area. So I actually split it. So now we do a mainstream show and an independent show.
Nice.
And I'm recording both today. So to find free time in my schedule, I am doing like 5 hours of podcasting in one day.
Woof.
Which is fine, and I'm also going to edit everything today as well, which is also fine because I'm not going to bed until 4 a.m. because I'm working nights on Wednesday and Thursday. So
right.
So it's just a schedule that kind of sucks. I mean, it's nice to where I'm only working 2 days and I'm off 2 days, and then I work 2 days and I'm off 3 days. I work 2 days, off 2 days, work 3 days. But it the sleeping pattern is so horrific that you just can't find any normalcy to sleeping. Like today, I went to bed at 3 in the morning and my body just woke me up at 6.
Ugh.
Just because I came off of working 3 days where I was getting up at 3 in the morning to be at work at 5:30. It's just so now I have to force myself to stay up until 4 in the morning so I could go to bed so I could hopefully stay asleep until at least noon, 1 o'clock, to where I have to get up at 3 to get ready to be at work at 5:30 p.m.
Yuck.
Yeah. So not a huge fan of that part of it.
No kidding.
I do like that. The job makes me active more, so I'm kind of still staying physically moving,
Good.
which is nice. Obviously, the heat sucks. I sweat a lot. The lab I work in doesn't have air conditioning, so it's gross in there all the time.
Right.
But very hit and miss. Everyone always wants better for themselves.
Oh, for sure.
And I know for me, I'm capable of so much more, especially in this industry that I've given 6 or 5 years of my life to previously.
Right.
But October 1st will be a whole year that I've been back there. So,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah. Hey, how far are you away from the Now Arena?
The what?
The Now Arena. I guess it's Hoffman Estates.
Oh. I have no idea.
I'm going to be up that way. Sunday before Labor Day.
Gotcha.
Just never been. I've never been there, so I don't know what kind of area it's.
Yeah,
like.
I never even heard of it.
Oh, okay. It used to be the old Sears Center.
That sounds more familiar.
Yeah. I was just wondering what kind of area it is, because obviously I don't travel too far, or I don't travel that much. So
Right.
speaking of travel,
Oh, 60192. Okay.
I may be looking at going down to Kentucky in October
Oh.
for a visit with my friend down there. Light bulb
right.
idea. Maybe you guys could come with me. You and Maddie come with me. And we could look at haunted cemeteries in Kentucky.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Right? I'm just saying. Maddie may have to take some time off work and we'll just go for like 4 or 5 days, but I don't want to drive there down by myself. But
By the way, about 40 minutes.
Oh, ain't bad.
No.
Ain't bad. Yeah, I didn't know if you happen to go around that area to see what kind of places. Because I'm not saying it could be sketchy, but COVID hasn't really stopped the shootings from happening. So
True.
yeah,
It should be fine. I mean, it's Elgin, Schaumburg, Barrington. That's
is it?
yeah.
Okay. I did work up in Elmhurst, which I'm assuming is very similar to that, but I have seen hobos walking around and shit, so they do scare me sometimes. Springfield, Illinois really soured me on hobos. So actually, it's like Chicago also soured me on hobos because one tried to threaten me with a knife once. So so shout out to Chicago and their hobos.
So interesting. I've never been bothered by one. They've never. Maybe I just look like a poor or something.
I just look like a poor
or a social worker. Like those are my two looks. Also a hobo or social worker.
But let's keep that option open. I may be taking a trip to Kentucky with me and looking at some haunted cemeteries in the Kentucky area.
All right, that sounds cool.
Let's keep that option open. Now, hopefully Maddie could take some time off. We'll go on you got church on Sunday, so we got to come back on Saturday.
Right.
We'll figure it out. I don't know when I'm going until my friend gets her new work schedule, the same one as the nurse one at the senior living center. So yeah. So as soon as she gets her new work schedule, we'll figure it all out. But that'd be a cool idea. If not, maybe if we do haunted cemeteries again, we could go across the border to Indiana.
I like it.
Because I'm trying to think like how many more churches we could do in Illinois, but I think in this area we got the big ones.
Right.
I think
Oh,
the
you mean
rest.
cemeteries.
What do I keep saying?
Churches.
Cemeteries. Yeah. So if we can't find a way to do churches or haunted buildings, then we'll look at cemeteries. And because I think we got all the big ones in this area, we may want to look at cemeteries over on the border of Indiana.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll just keep that. We'll keep that as an option. And we'll just make it an all day thing again because that was a lot of fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, Joe. What else is there to talk about?
I don't even know.
I know we got like 40 minutes left.
It's very cathartic. I got all the stuff that I've been thinking about for like 2 weeks out.
All right. Well, we haven't had a. I can't. When was the last time we did a show? In May.
Probably.
That sound right?
That sounds
was
right.
Was it pre-birthday?
Probably.
Mm.
Probably.
June 13th.
Oh, okay. So post.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
So
post.
yeah. So it's been 2 months.
Wow.
I know, right? It doesn't feel like that. It really doesn't.
No, it flew.
It did.
It feels both like it's been only a couple of weeks and like it's been a year.
Right. Like it felt like that fine line where it's like, oh, I just went on vacation for 2 weeks, or we just completely dissolved this without telling anybody.
Yeah.
Like that little like fine line and everything.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Tell me about
I didn't do anything for 6 months. I just worked 10 hours a day every day and came home and slept.
So what gave you the decision to stop working at the hospital?
Well, at that time, things were starting to open up again.
Yeah.
Because the Delta variant hadn't hit Chicago hard yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it still hasn't hit Chicago as hard as it's hitting other places, thank goodness. But yeah, so it was always going to be a temporary job, and I think they would have let me work there as long as I wanted to work there. But I never, when I started, imagined that I would stay longer than 6 months.
Okay.
That was a big part of it for me. The other thing is just with things opening up and church kind of getting back to normal. Church has been basically normal. We had to bring masks back at the end of July, but other than that, it's been basically normal for like 7-8 months now. And so I just kind of couldn't do both anymore. You know, when things were shut down and all I really had to do was show up Sunday morning and record,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't so bad. But when I had to start like I've got people I need to call and other people I need to visit and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's just it's too big. I just can't do both. I don't have it in me. So
Oh yeah, man.
yeah,
You know,
I think if I were more passionate about it and if I were paid better for what I was doing, once again, not that I was paid horribly. And if you want a job that'll wear you out, but you can work as long as you want all day, every day, for $15 an hour, it's an option.
That's cool.
So I don't know, but yeah, I felt like it's not that they didn't need me anymore. They probably would have loved if I stayed there until I died, but couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So
Now, how did you find that job?
So initially, I've been looking for a job outside of pastoring for a long time, just to kind of fill in my time.
Yeah.
And I've looked at hospital jobs before. I've looked at bank jobs or whatever, but this one, it was created right when I was looking for something to do, when I was really looking. And so Maddie sent it to me because they were like, the hospital needs support staff to kind of help fill in the gaps where the nurses are exhausted and the doctors are exhausted. And she actually sent it to me so I could pass it on to a congregant. Whoops. I thought it was like just passive aggressive, like, hey, here's a job you could do. So I applied and I was hired like right away, and it was a great job. I really loved it. I'm not going to sit here and say I hated it or anything. I had a
Yeah.
great time. If you need anything with your GI tract done from mouth to asshole, I highly recommend the GI team over at Evanston Hospital.
From
in the
head to
North
toe.
Shore system. They're fantastic. They're wonderful people. I had a great time there. Do it sooner than later because they're getting burned out.
Man, that's cool.
So,
Well, since you've been gone, we did get a new sponsor to the podcast. I don't know if I mentioned that to you.
oh
or not.
no, what? Who's sponsoring us now?
Amazon Music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 100% real. I'm not making that up, by the way.
Nice. I didn't think you were making it up at all until you said it's 100% real, and then I'm like, is it real though?
It is real. It's I wanna pull this up real quick just to make sure I got it right because it is fairly new to me. Yep. So if you go to getamazonmusic.com/freaknet, you can sign up for a 30-day free trial of Amazon Music.
That's great.
Yeah, you have unlimited access to any songs, on-demand music, which will always ad-free. You can listen offline with unlimited skips, and you can also follow your favorite podcasts on it. So,
Nice.
like I said, it's a 30-day free trial. You can cancel at any time if you choose to not keep it. And then after 30 days, it is $8 a month.
Nice. Now, are we still on Audible?
Oh, yeah.
You can go to audibletrial.com/freaknet
100%.
and get yourself a free 30-day trial and a credit towards your first audiobook.
That's true. That's true.
Nice. And then what is it after that? $9.99 a month for basic and $15.99 a month for premium?
I think so. I think that's exactly what it is. But I mean, you got to keep in mind though, with Audible, I mean, you're getting a lot with just a simple click of a link. You know,
Oh, you're getting a lot of
30-day
value
free,
out of Audible.
plus a credit to your first book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Amazon's been good to us because Audible is an Amazon product now too. So they have been good to us. So shout out to them. Ball Wash has also been an amazing sponsor of the podcast. So thank you again for Ball Wash. If you guys go to ballwash.com, check out their amazing products, everything from head to toe, from hole to pole. Shampoos, body washes, conditioners. They got personal lubricants now, Joe.
Oh, nice.
They are really doing everything they can to make your life pleasurable from the shower to the bedroom. It's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. Fill up your cart with all their amazing products. Use the promo code FreakNet at checkout and save yourself 15% on your entire order. On ballwash.com. When it comes to your sack, they got your back.
Nice. I gotta do that. I gotta go over Ball Wash.
Yeah, they got ball subscriptions, bro.
Ooh.
They got ball subscriptions. You could sign up for monthly shipments of their products. Let's see. Let me look at. Let's see. Balls, bodies, face, and hair add-ons. This is amazing. You could. What was it? So you could actually create your own ball subscription box.
Really?
Yeah. Anything from their Ball Guard ball deodorant, which I do happen to use myself, especially in the hot days outside. I helps with chafing and the rubbage of the thick thighs. The activated charcoal body wash, the activated charcoal ball wash, the sack spray, which is a refreshing deodorizer, nut rub, aloe-based organic personal lubricant. You can also get into your ball subscription box.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I got the ball spray. Does it work as like a antiperspirant, or is it just a refresher?
The sack spray?
Yeah.
Well, let me look it up and tell you right now.
Yeah. I'm intrigued by that.
Sack spray is a
refreshing.
Sack spray is a pH balance on the go refreshing spray that is formulated to help neutralize odor and skin irritation on your balls and body.
Gotcha.
Let's see here. Zinc resinolate. I don't know how that is, but it absorbs moisture while helping deodorize your most odor-prone areas. Has hazel, which helps relieve irritation associated with chafing. Lavender, aloe vera, green tea, and chamomile, which helps soothe and refreshes skin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
I'm more of a ball guard guy, though. I like how it goes on as a lotion, dries as a powder,
Mm-hmm.
and it does help. These things do help, guys. Those got bundle packages, everything you need, face and hair. Yeah, face lotions, man.
Nice.
They got a what the hell is that? Coquin clay and activated charcoal face wash.
Interesting.
We really need to get these guys on the show.
We do.
We
We
do.
do.
We need to get a live guest on this show. Not Sophie though. She kind of blew me off. She's dead to me,
Joik.
and I'm okay saying that.
You're okay saying that?
I am okay saying that she is
Wow.
dead to me. I'm fine with it. I've tried. I've tried numerous times. I get it. She's too famous for us. She's moved on to bigger, better things. That's fine. I get it. It's okay. We still got Super Casey. That's all I care about. Did you abandon me here, bro?
Oh no, sorry. I'm playing on that.
Did I shock and awe you on my feelings there?
No, not at all.
Gotcha.
Nice. Just got a 10% coupon code off. Ballsy.
Oh, there you go.
The handy lathering shower tool.
Yes. Yeah. Also boxers, man.
That is true.
They got
Plague
boxers,
Slayer. That's one. That's a craft beer if I have ever seen one. Anyway,
That's another thing I thought about doing a YouTube video on is mixed drinks at a bar.
ooh,
Try
that'd be fun.
different mixed drinks.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I do like my idea for visiting different bars. I think we should definitely look into that when everything gets more like settled down.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is, because we have sponsorships, we have a little bit of money, and we should utilize that money.
Absolutely.
So, but I do like the idea of like maybe like checking out some like well-known bars. Going in there and saying, hey, listen, we have an idea what we want to talk about your bar. Come in, have maybe like one of your the most popular drinks or something like that. And just sit there and bullshit and talk. Just give us like a 20-minute YouTube video on it and stuff like that. I think most people would do it. I know a lot of people down here would do it. Steam Hollow would do it.
Absolutely. We could probably talk. Not that it's a matter of talking people into it, but I bet we could talk the fire pit into doing it.
100%. Yeah, I haven't been to fire pit in a while. I haven't been out in a while. Ooh.
Yeah, same. Same.
Oh, Joe,
Same.
Joe.
Whew. Gosh.
Right. It's weird, man. It's only, I think it's the time. If we had more people on where we could socialize with them, we'd probably get more podcasting out. But maybe an hour and 30 minutes is where we need to cut it off.
Oh, maybe.
Right?
Three half-hour shows.
That's true. Like why fill with dead air?
Yeah. That's fair, I guess. That's fair.
Yeah.
So I think if I had anything going on, it'd be different. But I'm excited, I guess, about the new Spider-Man trailer came out yesterday.
Yeah, I saw what they kind of they spoofed. Is that the word spoofed?
I don't know because I don't know the end of your sentence.
It's where they kind of like foreshadowed people being there. Spoofed. They spoofed like Electro and
a spoof is like a
parody. Gotcha.
Yeah.
They kind of hinted, I guess, is a better word.
Foreshadowed works.
Foreshadowed. I think like what Electro and Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin.
I heard the lizard is there in the background somewhere. I didn't notice it, but
I didn't notice the lizard. I just like noticed. Obviously, and it's been pointed out to me. It's not like I acknowledged it myself, but the Goblin, the Octopus, and Electro. I do like how Doctor Strange is there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch Black Widow's movie?
No.
Really?
I'm not opposed to it. I don't want to give $30 to Disney when I can just wait and watch it later for free.
Yeah, but can't you watch it in theaters?
I forgot I could go to theaters. I'm not gonna lie, completely forgot that theaters were an option.
Okay. Yeah. I watched it. I did.
Did you go to a theater?
No, I got on Disney.
Oh, gotcha. Nice.
I went ahead and I succumbed to that fucking mouse and is that which I don't think it was 30. Yeah, it was $30. Yeah, yeah. But I figured, what the hell? I was gonna buy the DVD of it anyways. Now I don't have to.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will tell you this, without giving away anything. Not a big fan of the ending.
All right.
Wish they'd done differently. And I love the girl who plays the second Black Widow.
Florence Pugh.
Yes.
I heard that she stole the show.
She is amazing in the movie. 100% awesome. If this lawsuit thing totally 100% removes Scarlett Johansson from doing any Avengers movies in the future, granted she died. I'm so glad that this girl is here to take her place. I hear rumors that she's going to be in the Hawkeye TV show.
All right.
And the post-credit scene will kind of verify that.
Nice.
So it's an awesome movie. I think it's not the best.
All right.
I think to me, Captain Marvel is better. But I don't know if you looked at the reviews or if you talked about it on Geekcast Live or anything, but it's very like one way or another. Everyone either really loved it or they thought it was absolute shits.
Huh, all right.
And I do believe that the only reason people thought it sucked was because you waited so long for it to come out and it was very anticlimactic.
Right.
Especially knowing that this was taking place around Civil War.
Right.
So you kind of know what goes on. So now you're watching a movie about a woman that you know is already dead.
Yeah.
So that does kind of suck too. What about Loki? Did you watch Loki?
Yeah, I really liked Loki.
Okay, I think I'm like 2 or 3 episodes away from finishing it. I kind of fell out of it. How do you feel about Loki's TV show? Tell me about that.
I really enjoyed it. I think it was a good TV show. I had a lot of fun watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I really, there were lots of parts about it I really enjoyed, and some of it was just silly. And I like the silliness. I like that like. It seems like Marvel has finally learned that they don't have to take themselves so seriously.
Yeah,
they can do stuff that's just fun, like Crocodile Loki, for example. I think that's wonderful. It was so good, and all the memes it has spawned has been fantastic. But I really liked it. I thought it was a great show. Maybe one of the best Marvel has ever made for live action. But I can't wait for season 2. I hope there's a season 2. I don't know if there will be. But
do you think it was better than Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I actually never watched Falcon and Winter Soldier. I just could not get into it.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, that's also one where I'm like maybe only like 2 or 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I keep wanting to watch it, and I just never it's never high on my list of things to watch.
That's how I felt. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes and was like, I don't really want to keep giving time to this.
Yeah, I did watch the What Ifs.
Yeah, I've enjoyed those a lot.
The first, I wish they were different. I thought they were gonna be completely different than what like it actually shows.
Oh yeah.
But first off, I wasn't a big fan of the only problem I had with the first one was when Stark made the suit for Peggy. It was British. And I get that she's British, but I mean, like, how can you have the face of America wearing a British uniform?
That is weird.
And not only that, somehow because she became the Captain America-esque character, now Steve Rogers is fucking Iron Man.
Apparently.
It's just goofy shit. And then, like, the whole, did you watch the second one already, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
How the hell do you mix up picking up Peter Quill and T'Challa?
I don't know.
I don't understand that whatsoever. But it's like, I guess it's so like, I mean, it could have been a random fucking anybody, but the fact that they happen to ironically be over, Wakanda, because they had this energy feel that they picked up fucking T'Challa, who somehow has like these Black Panther like maneuvers and like abilities still from only being a child. And also somehow T'Challa, because it's T'Challa and not fucking Peter Quill, the Ravengers are good guys.
Right?
And he's a fucking like hero amongst fucking Ronin's like henchmen.
Right?
It's weird. I mean, I get that it's whole like what if, like it's a complete universe term, but the thing is, like, you would think that it would be more logical sense in the whole like, okay, it's T'Challa. Now because it's him, it's a child. Now all of a sudden they're just gonna become fucking good guys instead of who they actually were. That's the stuff
Right.
that doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I think the thing is that most of the Ravagers weren't bad guys.
Yeah.
They were like neutral. And I think that the idea is that T'Challa is enough of a forceful, not like a forceful leader in that he is like a tyrant or whatever, but like he's got such a strong personality.
Yeah.
That I
why,
think that
why
he
no
just,
Gamora? How come Gamora wasn't there? Fucking
right?
Nebula
That was weird.
Yeah, and Thanos is an okay guy now because he talked to T'Challa. Come on,
Right?
now.
I had a lot of fun. I thought that was very funny.
It
having
was
him
funny,
constantly
but
being like, yeah, but what if it's not genocide?
right? Yeah. He's like, it's not genocide because it's random.
Right. That made me laugh.
But I do like the what ifs. I just wish they were a little bit different than what they.
Yeah, I
turned out
didn't know
be.
what to expect, but it wasn't that. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I do like it is cartoony, so they kind of do whatever they want.
Right. It's weird. Obviously, not having the actors doing the voices,
Yeah.
and so it's like that's not Michael Rooker as I can't think of his name. The Ravenger guy with the arrow.
Yondu.
Yondu, thank you.
Yeah.
That's not Michael Rooker as Yondu. That's a guy who kind of sounds like Michael Rooker as Yondu.
Yeah.
Which is fine. There's nothing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It was just like it was a little distracting.
It is. It's one of those like. It's weird how the animation is because like when I first thought, all I kept thinking about like were these old like Christian Bible like cartoons that we were showing like Bible study. Where it's like it's not like it was. They were trying to make a cartoon animation look as real as possible.
Right. Which is weird. It's a weird choice when they do that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I'm fine that it's not like Disney-esque looking cartoony, that they did try to find some realism in it, but it was just weird to watch it because I'm like, that's not what fucking T'Challa looks like, but okay.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But Marvel's going to continue to come out with shit, man. I think that Shang-Chi, that's coming out soon, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't watched a whole lot about that, and I know almost nothing about it, but it looks good. Looks fun.
It looks good. It looks fun.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Let's see here. Where the hell's the movie list at? She and I live. Oh my god, I don't know how I'm at. Marvel Cinematic Universe. Films. I don't know where the hell it's at. Oh well, what does it matter? Yeah, no, Shang-Chi's supposed to come out. When's Spider-Man coming out in December?
December.
Yeah.
December 17th. Sounds good. And that's Christmas time. I like a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Oh, Shang-Chi comes out September 3rd.
Oh, dope.
Eternals come out November 5th. Doctor Strange in the Multi-Universe, that's come out this year too?
Gosh, is it really? Is there enough time for that?
I don't know. I think that's wrong. Hold on. All right, so Black Widow came out July 9th. Shang-Chi is coming out September 3rd. Eternals November 5th. Spider-Man is December 17th. Doctor Strange is March 25th of next year. Okay. Then Thor is May. Black Panther is July 8th. The Marvels is November 11th. That's all next year.
Gotcha.
Huh. Interesting. All right, Joe. What are you freaking thinking about?
What am I freaking thinking about? I am freaking thinking about the Stormlight Archives, which is the books that I've been reading recently.
Okay.
Very good stuff. Have had trouble putting it down since I started reading. It's kind of a fantasy story. I don't know. It's got knights and magic and otherworldly stuff. But it also does this is how a king should be a king. This is how a man should behave. This is how it's like teaching virtues and stuff while you're enjoying a story, which is cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was neat. It's really good stuff. I really highly recommend it. It's a great story. So I was up till probably 1 a.m. this morning reading it.
Is it a long book?
Yes, yeah. I'm like 26 chapters in, and I'm less than halfway through the book.
Wow. Interesting.
So yeah, Brandon Sanderson is the author, and that guy, he can write.
Get a hold of him.
Not
See if he
just
wants to
in
come on
terms
the
of
show.
he writes well, but he writes a lot.
Get a hold of him. See if he wants to be on the show.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
Right. Right. We like having guests on.
That is true.
Especially guests that I don't have to do all the talking to. Makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, it's good stuff. I recommend it. If you're looking for a book to read that's really good, but you don't have to pay, I personally do not think I would audiobook it.
Okay.
There's too many names to keep track of.
Gotcha.
And for me, that's difficult. I'm much better if I can read them than I can remember them.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's a really good story. Really enjoying it. So,
Nice.
What about you? What are you freaking thinking about?
Honestly, as of yesterday, my big focus is on trying to get ready for this freaky show. Completely escaped my mind that we are a month away from it, and I actually came up on my my Facebook memories about how we start advertising it this week. So I'm going to start looking at kind of developing a new logo for 2021. Get the merchandise all set up, and gonna start looking at places we can go visit. Because it's always been my favorite thing. Like out of everything we do, this freaky show, the entire month of October is my favorite thing that we do. And with the whole like being gone for the last 2 weeks and everything, like I want this to be like the best it could possibly be, especially for our listeners. So that's gonna be my focus probably for the next month is getting that all ready to go. And for those of you who live out in like the Chicago area, the Illinois, even like the Western Indiana area, if you guys know of any haunted places we can kind of check out, let us know. Because, like I said, we enjoyed doing that with the cemeteries last year, and we would like to try to kind of duplicate that again this year. Just try to find a way to make this more interactive and more fun for you guys. I also want to look into doing more YouTube channel stuff as far as like food rankings and eatings and stuff. I know we talked about that too.
Mm-hmm.
So just more about just building this freaking show back up after our summer vacation.
Nice.
Yeah. Guys, we're gonna try doing these lives as much as possible. Like Joe said, now that he's more of an open person, we're gonna try to get as many shows and stuff out as possible. So make sure you check out these shows that we do release on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean. Go onto your Alexa dot and say, Alexa, play this freaking show. I'll play the most recent episode. Because of stuff like this, we're doing this for nearly 2 hours, pumped out about 3 shows. We're just going to keep doing that until we get caught up, because I think we're about 30 episodes behind this year.
Nice.
But we're going to get caught up.
We'll do it.
Who knows? We might end up with like 12 fucking This Freaky Show episodes, which means you're going to have to pick up a lot of fucking short stories, bro.
Sounds good.
Right. If you guys have any short stories you want us to read, send them our way, and we'll have Freak Joe look into them. Because I know Joe likes reading.
I do like to read.
All right, Joe, you got anything you got to add before we cut out?
No, I guess if you really want to, if you like the cut of my jib, you can check me over at the Geekcast Live podcast at violentpress.com. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Google Play, and Twitter, searching Geekcast Live. But I don't care. I'm not your dad. Do what you want.
I think it's the first time in a long time I forgot to do that.
Oh, good.
We'll keep that in mind for next time.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Make sure you follow us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at This Freaking Show. I've been getting more involved in Twitter again, so I'm going to try to kind of push that a little more too. But Facebook is where you can find the release of our shows as well as what our plans are for October. So make sure you do follow us on social media. Go to YouTube, the FreakNet Studios YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. Give us a thumbs up on the videos you watch and everything, because we do make those for you. You can check out all the cemetery tours that we were talking about earlier in this live stream. They're all on there as well. So make sure you follow and like it to check out all the videos that me and Cartoon Joe are going to do. Not because we have to, but because we want to do it for you. Yeah. That's all I got, guys. As always, I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for listening to another episode of This Freaking Show. I'm out.